What franchise was milked, is being milked too much? The Voice. Not on my team. SpongeBob. There was no need for a Patrick show. Did you know that Total Drama Island has a baby spin-off? Sharknado. It was funny the first time. But I was horrified to learn they made 6. Probably been said already, but SpongeBob. Steven Hillenburg wanted no spin-offs. And did his best to steer the ship of his creation in his later years. Now there's 2 spin-offs, both are bad, and Nickelodeon has no plans on stopping, with no creator to tell them no. Edit. For those curious, Steven had a set of rules he put in place for the show, such as no spin-offs, no revealing what the Krabby Patty secret formula is, and SpongeBob can never get his boating license. Ted Bundy. Not a franchise per se, but every time I see a new movie coming out with some former teen heartthrob playing him, I want to hurl. Nickelodeon needs to leave the Fairly Oddparents alone. Remember Ice Age? Want something to binge? The Land Before Times has 14 movies. The Kissing Booth. 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé the other way. 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After? 90 Day Fiancé What Now? 90 Day Fiancé Pillow Talk. 90 Day Fiancé Just Landed. 90 Day Fiancé Self-Quarantine. 90 Day Fiancé B90 Strikes Back. 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Strikes Back. 90 Day Fiancé 90 Days Bears All. 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Strikes Back. 90 Day Fiancé Love Games. 90 Day Fiancé The Single Life. 90 Day Journeys. 90 Day Diaries. Darcy and Stacy, spin-off. The Family Chantel, spin-off. 13 Reasons Why. Kardashian, Jenner anything. This is something that has been bothering me for years. The progressive commercials with Flo. WTF, are they still making these? The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, and multiple spin-offs. Why so many shows about people trying to hook up? That's a Saturday night. Kardashians. Grey's Anatomy. Terminator. I can respect the third one, and Salvation, while bad, had a good premise, but Genesis was doing a 1080 over the shark. And then they followed it up with Dark Fate, a franchise almost 40 years old, and Arnold is in damn near all of them. The only thing I can say about that is that at least they didn't go the de-aging route. And after all that time, they still haven't shown how the war ends. Law and Order. Law and Order. Criminal Intent. Law and Order. Special Victims Unit. Law and Order. Trial by Jury. Law and Order. Los Angeles. Law and Order True Crime. Law and Order. Organized Crime. I'm starting to think the 2001 SNL skit Law and Order. Parking Violations Unit wasn't a skit so much as a trial balloon. The Despicable Me, Minions, that was milked like hell since 2010. I think it's still being pumped out, but those yellow Tic Tacs curdled years ago. The Purge. FIFA. Don't play it, but friends who do tell me nothing changes. They're not going to stop that golden goose though. SpongeBob. The Saw series. We don't need 15 more hyper-unrealistic torture techniques and a drawn-out plot that makes no sense at this point. Please stop. The Hangover was perfect. Shouldn't have milked it at all. TLC. Just shut the whole network down. Ben 10 has been massacred, man. The original series will always be the best. Also, Boruto is not very good, if not bad, tbh. Grand Theft Auto 5. It's been almost 7 years and we still haven't gotten a new game yet. Online is the cash cow for our asterisk games. The Walking Dead. That show has run its course. Let it die already. COD. Give me asterisk 13 reasons why asterisk that show had a second season. Forget a third and a fourth. Possibly a fifth, when the protagonist dies at the end of season 1. High School Musical. The musical, the series. The Simpsons is clawing at its life support machine, begging to be put out of its misery. Naruto. OG Anime and Shippuden have tons of filler just to keep going the anime in a weekly format. After Naruto ended, they launched Boruto, where the main antagonist, at least at the beginning, are aliens, and that's too much. Not a franchise but a person. Conor McGregor, now that he's solved in terms of MMA and no longer looks like a world beater, not to mention an injury that guarantees he'll never be the same again. The UFC is pretty much only going to use him for his name ID and sell as many PPVs as possible until his obnoxious fan club realizes they've hitched their wagon to a perennial loser and insufferable prick. He'll be squeezed for every last drop of his vitality by the UFC, but he'll still make tons of money to get beaten to a pulp by hungrier, more focused fighters. One can only hope he's invested some wisely though. Because once the rubes realize he's washed up, those million buy PPVs are gonezo, and good riddance. He's an awful human being. Frock him. Not really a particular franchise, but Disney is doing way too many live-action remakes of their classics. Also, the Toy Story franchise. Transformers. Fast and Furious. Do we really need almost a dozen movies? Fast and Furious. I haven't watched The Simpsons in over a decade, but always saw commercials for new episodes. So one night I was flipping through channels and saw it on. Figured I'd watch it and see how the series has progressed. Dear God, it was awful. They took the theory of Flanderization and just ran with it. At this point, all the characters are just the most distilled versions of themselves. Homer is just a self-centered bouffon. Marge is just a helicopter mom. Lisa is an obnoxious know-it-all. And Bart is a mixture of pranks and millennial buzzwords. The jokes were boring, flat, and ill-timed. The supporting cast were just one-liners that served to move the uninteresting story along. Etc. 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 How is this show still on? The DC verse on the CW. Predator and Alien. They could have been good but weren't, and Predator sequels were especially bad. As much as I love the John Wick series, think it'll probably get milked just because people love it. Hopefully not, but time will tell. American Idol, Masked Singer, America's Got Talent. America wants to see your poop hole. These shows are cringe and have been for the past 20 years. They need to stop. Ted Bundy movies. We as a society have progressed past the need for Ted Bundy movies. Fast and Furious. Sorry to my family in advance.